Don't beat yourself up over what you know when it comes to presenting at a seminar or a workshop or something like that. Now, in this video today, I'm going to give you a very simple lesson why the imposter syndrome that a lot of people deal with is really not really relevant, and you probably do know more than you think you do. Let me just cover just a few of the highlights of what we're going to cover. We're going to cover essentially what everyone knows, what experts know, and what you know, and what's the difference between all of them. So stay tuned, let's jump straight in. Now, it's a common problem, and I've suffered this myself before when I've beat myself up over, maybe I had a stray heckler or something come along to one of my seminars, popped a question that I couldn't quite answer, or heckled me in a particular way, and I started to doubt myself. And I'm pretty sure that you might have done too. It's quite common for people to beat themselves up over what they know or think they don't know, and then try to remedy it from there. But I'm here to tell you that you have more teaching power than you think you have. It's just a question of how you're looking at the knowledge that you've got. And let's have a look in depth what your knowledge actually is. What everyone else knows about this particular topic. Now, when you look at it on a kind of like an install bar type of graph that I've got here, you're essentially looking at, there's a tiny portion there, well, maybe it's a big portion there, that everyone else knows about that particular part of the topic. You know, they might know some of the more ordinary skill sets, they might know some of the ordinary knowledge about that particular topic, they might know a lot of the stereotypical knowledge that is about that topic, and that's what's known as the common knowledge, okay? So that's one particular thing. So first of all, we have to use that as our baseline, that everyone knows something about this particular topic, and that's where their level of understanding typically lies. What experienced people know. Now, when we move into this particular area, this is the area where people have been to a course, knowledge, they worked in a particular trade for a while, they might have several years of experience in this particular field, study, research, whatever the case is, and those people know obviously a lot more than what the general public know about the topic at hand. So these people here will naturally charge a little bit more for their skills. They may well be working in the trade for quite a long time, so therefore they've built up a particular experience set. They're working for maybe even special clients or special companies, so their knowledge holds a higher regard. And that kind of knowledge is called upon quite frequently by the general public if they need help in this particular area. So there's this level of people, okay? So the experienced people know, and if you're in the experienced area, you should be expected to know whatever is in this particular line of level of understanding for a so-called experienced person. So you have to look at it that way too. Here's what you know, and essentially what no one else knows. Now, at some stage, this is where you've got to look at what you're doing, particularly in the way of being a seminar speaker, a workshop or retreat speaker, is that there is a whole lot of knowledge that you know that no one else knows about the particular topic. Yes, you've been through the expert pathway, you've been through the general knowledge pathway, but you empathise with people who are in the general knowledge area of the topic of what they need to know, or maybe even what the experts need to know and are willing to pay that little bit extra to get the knowledge on that topic. This is where you as a speaker or workshop facilitator you are in high demand. And essentially what you're doing is you're telling these people the facts, the figures, the skill sets, the understanding, the depth of knowledge, the wisdom, all of those different key points that you actually take for granted. You can actually give those skills and charge a premium for them to the experts and to the general public that need to have those skills or to move up another notch in their particular skill and understanding in this particular area. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that it's isolating what you know and understanding that you have that knowledge in you, you may, once again, as I said before, you may take this for granted. I often found this out quite easily a number of years ago when I was doing one particular marketing consultancy, and people used to come up to me and ask me questions, and I thought, I know that. Yes, I understand. That's easy for me. But the people that I was speaking to, it wasn't their speciality, even though they might have been experts in other areas of marketing but didn't know this particular area. But I knew it like the back of my hand, and I was able to impart for that, and I was able to collect a decent fee for my knowledge as a result. That's what I'm trying to tell you here is, find out what you know that only you know and work out what that actually is. Package your unique knowledge and skills. Now, if you don't package your unique knowledge and skills, you won't go from being a crackpot about your particular knowledge and skills to someone of authority. You need to have it in some kind of a distinct package, like it might be a business manual, it might be a course, it might be a book that's released to the general public as a paperback or Kindle or all the above. You need to look at ways how you can package what you've got. Maybe it might be some kind of way that you release a particular white paper on it, or a university study, some kind of research and development that's backed up by other experts even, to back up and say, yeah, we agree with this person, and at first we didn't enjoy what he or she was saying, but now we can see a point in it, and we've got these studies to prove it, blah, blah, blah. You need to work out a way to package what your unique skills and knowledge is, and then that gives you the particular permission, knowledge, and so forth to be able to charge at a higher price for what you've got. And secondly, it gives you the personal validity that you know what you're saying is correct and has a place out there. So at first, you may be you may feel it's a little bit unusual to look at things this way, but this is the best pathway in order for you to do it. I've written a lot of books, and I've written manuals as well, business manuals, and I can say that once you move to that stage, then people are definitely going to take you seriously. So, what are your thoughts about the topic of beating yourself up to that of removing the imposter syndrome and looking at your topic in a different way? Write some of your comments down below what your thoughts are on this topic. And while you're here, take a look at some of the other videos that I've got available here which can help you improve your events and also your seminars and your trainings in the future. This is David speaking.